Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an SU-85i. It's a Tier 5 Soviet tank destroyer, a premium. It's located on the southwest spawn of Outpost, and it's under the command of zin1983. Game on. Well, basically, this was the Soviets' attempt to actually convert a Panzer III into a tank destroyer, making it almost like a copy of a Stug. You might call it Stug 85i. But anyway, it's 85mm main gun. It's capable of doing 160 alpha, 119mm of pen with standard ammo. With APCR, it'll do 161. And with the HE rounds, 280 alpha and only 43mm of pen. Now, they never put this tank into mass production. It never existed as such, although I think the Soviets did experiment with numerous tanks that they captured. Yep, got one into the looks. And another one, both high rolls, and the looks goes down. And he didn't get spotted. Now, it's got a top speed of 50 kilometers an hour, so it's not a fast one, but it does have a reasonably fast reload, about the same almost as you might say as a T67. That's got about a just under 4-second reload. This one will do 4.31 by the book, and you can see here he's got a reload of 3.71. So technically speaking, yes, he could actually play this almost like a T67, but without a turret, of course. No other enemies in sight. Our M8A1 could move forward to actually try and do a quick spot for us. In fact, we've got two of them, so we've got a spare. But at the moment, they're not really willing to do that. And Zin's decided he's going to go elsewhere. Tier 6 game with Tier 5, Tier 4 tanks in it as well. So he's middle tier. Just as he pulls away, a Burza turns up. I think he's decided the north flank is probably the one that actually has got the most possibility of developing. There's a Panzer Aslains H, and I think if he goes up to this building and shoots through the bushes, he might be able to get the kill. He needs to do so as quickly as possible, though. Oh, too late. Okay, so there's a Juno in the castle grounds, and there's a BDR G1B, and he's just decided to decamp there. And okay, so we're getting damage into him. We did get spotted. And one more to kill him. He bounces around off us, but we get the kill. And that BDR actually had the 75mm gun. So he had the stock gun, not the top gun. Okay, there's an M10 RBFM right up next to the water in the north. And our T6 medium's not doing so well, so that might leave the north flank open. And if that M10 does push, and there's a Panzer Selbstfahrerfährte here, there, I'm not sure, is it? Oh, it's an 1C, it's a Panzer Selbstfahrerfährte 1C, their tank destroyer, the early one from the Panzer 1. So our T6 medium needs to fall back, really. Meanwhile, the Juno and our teammates well below him. If the Juno was to come out of the castle grounds, he could go after the Matilda 4. He's having difficulty backing up there. Okay, there's that Juno again. Poking over the edge, trying to get a shot. We could certainly start perforating that Juno. Oh, just missed the opportunity there. Only a brief shot, though. He's definitely trying to get a go at the Matilda, but not doing it. The T6 took another hit. So things are not going well. Meanwhile, Zin's having trouble trying to line himself up. He's just destroyed the bench. Oh, now he's got a shot. And it bounces off the front. He's loaded the APCR. Now he's getting pens, but that was critical hit. And now he's getting damage, 162. But he's got to watch out for that M10 because we lost the T60, the T6 medium. And so the M10 is now moving in the north. And he got the kill on the Juno, but you need to back up because the T6, the M10 is actually coming this way. You need to turn around. Okay, so I think he's getting into a position so he can ambush the M10 when he arrives. We can now see him. He's actually in the town. And yeah, Zin has suddenly realized there's a target there. And in fact, actually, he's not the only one. The Matilda LV is also going after the Matilda 4. There's the LVT. Okay, he's got a shot. Go for the gun shield. And he's gone. That was a kill for the Matilda 4, but we're still looking to see that M10 RBFM. And I'm sure he's coming this way. Of course, if he does come this way, he's going to get spotted by the Matilda 4 and the Panzer III Ausführung K before we spot him. Now, the enemy appears to be doing rather well down in the south now. The scores are even, but they do have the advantage over area. And now the M10 is a one shot. And he's out. Okay, so we only got that Panzer Selbstverwalter 1 up in the north that we need to worry about. We might get a shot at the looks, except of course he's down in the middle of the lake. And he's being joined by the Panzer Selbstverwalter, so he moved. He moved right up from the north. He's come down to help in the south. And we lost our looks. Now this thing has a gun depression of only 5 degrees, even though the gun's right out the front, because it is an 85mm gun, so it's quite heavy, quite big. There's the M8A1. Not the best position to be in. I'd go slightly over to the right there, use that tree there, knock that one down, and that should give you still a better shot than... Oh, he's going to go back. Okay, he's going into this gap here, because he can pull around the corner. Okay, only 3 enemies left now. Come on, Zin. Yes, that tree was definitely the better place to be. Okay, well, he's decided he's not going to go there. The Panzer Selbstverwalter 1 has actually gone over to right down the other end. So, now we've got a target, the Börse. Okay, he stopped to take a shot. First shot grazed the side of him. We took a big hit, but the Börse went down with its first shot. And so he's out the game, but we lost half our hit points there. That was a huge 100mm, or maybe it was, I think the Börse's got a 105mm, if I remember correctly. You might knock the tree down, give him a bit more camo. Outside view range, so he's going to have to close. Temporarily turned into a submarine. Okay, so it's 3 versus 2. The looks is the other side of that hill. The Panzer Selbstverwalter is still up near the castle, as far as we know. And that looks, well, he's taking a bit of a risk. He's coming round after the Hellcat. Oh, that wasn't enough lead there. But go for it now. No, just missed it. It's a narrow arc of fire. He does get the kill on the looks, but he did get spotted. So it's only the Panzer-Selbstfahrerwerfer-1C now. Now that's the free tank, or the 3 tank destroyer that we managed to get, the premium one. It was a gift one from Wargaming quite a while back. It is based on the Panzer 1. Looks like the Hellcat's decided he's going to go right up towards the cap area on the enemy team. No, he's sitting there amongst the buildings. They give you the impression that they're going to go and do what they're supposed to do. In fact, the Hellcat is now moving towards the enemy cap. Finally, at last. If he suddenly dies, we'll know that the enemy Panzer-Selbstfahrerwerfer is up there. And we can make a beeline for the cap. We should be able to find him. Well, no sign of him so far. Ooh. I think he's he's on autopilot. You know what they say? It's best to stay alive in a game. The longer you're alive, the more chance you have of surviving the battle. Oh, there he is! And he's just around the corner. Okay, go to the auto aim. No! Go to auto aim. That's it. Okay. So at least he got the victory. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for zin1983 in the SU-85i. You can tell it's his first one because he managed to get the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. He also got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle, fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He actually ended up with 5, 1 less than a Top Gun, and 1/3 of the enemy team got a sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy. It's 10 or more consecutive hits, and he got 5 armor penetrating shots in a row, which earned him the Master Gunner. On top of that, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He managed to get 8. Yes, I'm just having to struggle to see that one. His win 8 was 5,098, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, you can see that the highest damage in the game was 1,566 hit points, but sadly that wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why Zin didn't get the high caliber. Second highest damage in this one turned up to be the M10 RBFM on the enemy team, 1,374, followed by the KB85 on Zin's team with 1,201. When it came to kills, we can see Zin got the highest number of those as well. 5 kills went to him. 3 kills went to the M10 RBFM on the enemy team. 2 kills went to the Matilda 4 and the 7 Vente. And on his own team and on the enemy team, the M8A1 and the Lux. And the Lux got a patrol duty in that game as well. When it came to base XP, yeah, he got that one as well. In fact, he's the only one who got over 1,000 base. He got 1,056. Second highest was the Matilda 4, managed 800. And the third highest, well, that actually turned out to be the KB85, who managed 583, which means that zin1983 got the top in all 3 columns. let's have a look at the detail. He fired 21 rounds of ammunition. You actually get 70 rounds of ammunition in the SU-85i, so he had plenty to spare. 16 direct hits on the enemy, 12 penetrations, 1,566 hit points of damage, of which 323 were at more than 300 meters. 4 hits received, 2 of those penetrated, 2 non-penetrations. I think those are the ones that bounced off the roof, actually, because he was in a good hull down position when he was shooting at the Matilda LVT, and the BDR for that matter. And yes, those rounds did bounce off. Mind you, that round that did hit him was the 75mm, not the 90mm round. So 180 hit points of damage blocked by armor, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and 83 hit points of spotting assist in that game. On a premium count, he actually made 41,986 credits, and that includes 40,000 for mission completion. And he took away 6,970 experience points out of that one as well, including getting 3,960 for mission completion. I think he was lucky that the Burza didn't actually manage to get another shot out in him. That could have been quite painful, actually. But again, I think the tip as well with this 85mm gun, when you come across something like the Panzer Selbstfallerferte 1C, just auto aim on, because your 85mm is going to cream him, and the shell goes straight through one side and goes right out the other. Yeah, and taking the crew with it. That was a really good game. He ended up deserving those results, and it's nice to get a first ace in the way that Zin did. And he also was right. I was wrong. I didn't think he would actually meet anybody when he went up that route, but it did actually work out fine, and he did find the enemy. And I think it was because he reckoned that Panzer Selbstfallerferte actually was headed north, and therefore that he must have continued on to go to the corner. Hope you enjoyed that game. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.